Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I am looking at is another beer from the Samuel Adams Winter Variety Pack. This is the Holiday Porter. I have never had this beer before. It is 5.8% alcohol, 40 IBUs, dark and robust. A flavorful beer with a rich malt complexity and robust finish. Deep roasted malts complement the generous portions of traditional English ale hops and Bavarian noble hops to create an exceptional and delicious winter brew. All right. I was very pleased with the old Fezziwig and the chocolate Bock. So let's see how the Holiday Porter stacks up. Let's give it a pour. Nice 1.5 finger tan head, a clear, deep amber appearance. Very deep amber appearance. Definitely some reddish hues coming through when I hold it up to the light. Otherwise, it just looks brown. Some nice bubbles coming up the glass as well. The aromas that I'm getting with this, some nice caramel notes from the dark roasted malt that are in here. A little bit of breadiness, some almost like a spiced type note to it. Doesn't say anything about adding spices or spices being added. Best by date is May of 2020, so well within the freshness date. Some nice hop character on the aroma. Picking up on those noble hops. Very hop forward on the aroma. So the malts are definitely there as well, but the hops are coming through very much so. 40 IBUs, that's getting up there. So very clean, good smelling beer, nice malts and hops that I'm picking up. That's about it. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Some nice caramel notes, some nice medium toasted white bread in the middle, a good hop presence on the finish. Definitely more hoppy on the finish, a little bit of bitterness. The malt, though, comes up front initially, so you're getting that, and then the balance comes at the end with that bitterness. 40 IBUs is getting up there, and there is a pretty good bitterness to this beer. 5.8% alcohol, relatively sessionable or relatively low, so you could session these. Although the body is on the medium side, you wouldn't necessarily want to do that. There were two of these in the 12 pack. I had one the other night after I had a few beers, and I wasn't very pleased with it. This is a lot better than it was the other day. Maybe because this is the first beer of the day and I haven't had any other beers to kind of sway my palate one way or another. It is a little bit too hoppy for me personally. Being that it is a porter, I would like a little bit more malt character to follow through to the finish. The finish is just hoppy and almost like a pale ale. It's like hoppy like a pale ale. The noble hops are enjoyable. What other hops did they say were in here? Noble, traditional English ale, and Bavarian noble hops. So the hops in here just seem, although it's enjoyable, although the beer is enjoyable, the hops that they're using just for whatever reason, the character that I'm getting from the hops just seems a little bit out of place for this style. Not that it's a bad beer, though, by any means. It's not as good as the Chocolate Bock or the Old Fezziwig, though. It's my least favorite of the seasonal beers in that variety pack. I also like the Winter Lager better than this as well, but I reviewed that last year, so I didn't do another review because the recipe hadn't changed, but I thought that one was excellent as well. This is still a good beer, though, and it's definitely better than the Sam 76. I don't know why they put that in the variety pack. My least favorite Samuel Adams beer, but this one's good. It's easy drinking. It's malty. It's hoppy. It's a good porter. It's my least favorite of the winter beers that are in the variety pack. The Boston Lager and the Sam 76 were in the winter variety pack as well for whatever reason. Um, so I'm not even counting those. Those aren't winter beers. Those are year-round beers from Sam Adams. Of the winter beers in the variety pack, the porter, the winter lager, the chocolate bock, and the old Fezziwig. This is my least favorite. It's still good though, and I would definitely recommend trying all of the winter beers from Sam Adams. They're all at least good. Actually, they're all excellent, except for this one. This one gets an 87 out of 100. It's a B, getting up there towards B plus, A minus range, but it's definitely a solid B. I do enjoy it. I just wish, for my personal preferences when it comes to porters, it had a little bit more malt character. But not a bad beer at all. So 87 out of 100 for the Samuel Adams Holiday Porter. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. I hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.